Hi guys, and welcome back to Coil Life. Today we're going to be having a look at this bit of kit here. This is the Drizzle Fit from Vaporesso. It, according to them, it is the Swiss Army knife of vaping. So it's a 1400 mAh battery in here. You do have two different types of coils that you can pop in the tank. It does have adjustable top airflow. And the Omni Board chip in here will automatically recognize the resistance of your coil and set the wattage to the right amount for the coil head that you pop on top. So you can have a direct to lung tank or a mouth to lung tank on here, and it should automatically set the wattage for the resistance, and it will read the resistance between a 0.3 and a 1 ohm coil, so they say, although the coils that come with it are a 1.3 and a 1.4 ohm coil. This also fast charging, and I mean really fast charging on here. If you have an empty battery and you pop it on a 1 amp charge, it will take just a little over an hour, about an hour 20 minutes there or thereabouts, to fully charge this battery. Now that is pretty damn quick. The battery does last a surprisingly long amount of time also. So I have had this for about 2.5–3 weeks. I've been using it on a daily basis. I've got 36 milligram nicotine in here, and it's been going everywhere with me every single day. And I really have to say that the coils in this, they are pretty damn good. So in 3 weeks, I'm on my second coil. I did get an extra pack of coils just to go with it, just in case they were a bit rubbish. But I have to say, no, I'm pretty impressed with them. All round this kit. I mean, when I saw it, I went, wow, that looks like a nice kit. I got it. I opened up the box. I saw how tiny it was, and I went, wow. I was a bit disappointed when I saw it at first, but after using it, you know, the size, it's small, but it packs a punch, and the battery does last a good while. But before I give you any more info on this, let's drop down and have an up close and personal tour around the Drizzle Fit from Vaporesso. Okay guys, so here we are with the Vaporesso Drizzle Fit kit and the box that it comes in. Nothing on that side, Vaporesso, on the bottom there, Drizzle Fit with the Drizzle Tank, what the product contains. You've got your scratch and check authenticity going on there. So if we open up the box, have a look on the inside, we get the device itself with the Drizzle Tank. Then we also do get a spare glass section and some spare seals. Underneath then we do get a braided USB, micro USB charging cable, spare coil. We get a warranty card, and then we get our Drizzle Fit user manual in various different languages. So the Drizzle Fit, so we have a look at the tank first of all. So we'll zoom in on this. So on the base you have a gold plated 510 pin, Drizzle, some sort of serial number, designed and manufactured by Vaporesso. And they say that this is a 1.7 ml capacity tank. It is top airflow, so on the top there, if you spin this round and you can close off that airflow, close it right down. It's a mouth to lung if you should so wish. To fill up the tank then, unscrew on the top, pop your juice in there. You can see the way the airflow comes in on the top, goes down the outside of that chimney, down into your coil and back up. So then if we have a look at the coil that comes pre-installed in here, they just slot in there so they don't screw into the base or the top, which is nice and handy. So this one then is the EUC coil, See that there, EUC. This one is rated 9 to 13 watts. It's the 1.3 ohm coil. If we get the other coil then, you can't really tell much of a difference between the two, except for you can see more of the wire in this one, and that one is a 1.4 ohm coil rated 9 to 13 watts. So as you can see on the inside there, so where your airflow is going to come down, and then it's going to hit underneath the base of your coil and come up through the center. Your coil just slots in just like that. Take your base section and just screw that together. Nice and simple. So the tank itself, when you fill this with e-liquid, it is supposed to hold 1.8 ml of liquid, although I do think that looks suspiciously a little bit more than that, however. Okay, so having a look around the device itself, at the top there you do have a gold-plated 510 pin that is spring-loaded. This side then you do have Vaporesso Drizzle Fit. On that side you just have your micro USB charging port. On the back there you just have the Vaporesso logo. On the bottom some CE markings, some sort of serial number again. Designed by Vaporesso, made in China. I think that's some battery venting there by the looks of it. On the front then, this is your fire button, and it is clicky. And this is your little LED light indicator. So to bring the device to life, click 5 times. You've got your lights flashing there, your different color lights. So if we press that there, you've got a green light. That's your highest wattage setting, as well as your battery indicator to tell you that your battery is more than half charged. If you press it 3 times, changes to blue. That has an output of 9 watts. Press it again and it goes to red, and that is a maximum of 7 watt output. So supposedly in the manual it says that the power range is up to 40 watts out of this little device, and it is a little device. It's very, very small. If you compare it to the size of the Taro Baby, for example, it's really, really small. Tiny. It's supposed to have the Omni board in here as well, that will recognize the coil's resistance and set the vaping wattage mode intelligently, or so they say. This thing does charge pretty quick as well. So your normal, if you use a 0.5 amp charger at 2.5 hours, 1 amp, it will take just over an hour to charge this from empty, which is really, really cool, I think. So what we'll do is I'll just get some liquid in here now, and we'll let that sit for a few minutes, and we'll have a little vape then, and we'll see what it's like. I'll just get some liquid in there. I think that's more than 1.8 ml of liquid, personally. I'm not too sure though. We'll just screw the top cap back on. You do have the Vaporesso going on the top there as well. So there we go. That is the Drizzle Fit from Vaporesso. Okay guys, so that was the up close and personal tour around the Drizzle Fit. So As I said in the beginning, it comes with two different types of coils, a 1.3 and a 1.4 ohm coil. The tank, according to their specs, is 1.8 ml capacity, although I think it's a little bit more, I think anyway. But pros and cons to this. There's not really very many cons, if I'm honest. The pros to this, obviously you've got your 3 different settings that you can change yourself. No screen, so although some people might think that's a con, there's less to go wrong. You don't have to worry about all the different settings. A 1400 mAh battery in this size device, big pro. I mean, it is tiny, and that battery, it does last a long time. But the fast charging as well, it is extremely quick to charge this thing. Definite pro in my book. The only con, and I think this is probably just a subjective con for me, I think that refilling it. So I have it there. I don't know whether you'll be able to, if that'll focus in very well on that airflow. So that's how I vape it, with it's sort of a quarter of the way closed. Every time you have to refill this, which, let's be honest, it's not that often, you have to open the airflow completely to unscrew it, and then to tighten it back down, you're closing the airflow back. So if you have that airflow just set just the way you like it, opening and closing this tank to refill it messes that all up, which, you know, it's not a major con, but it's still a con. It still has to be said. The other con is probably the drip tip. That style of a drip tip, that is kind of reminiscent of the old Aspire Cleto drip tips. I'm not a fan of. It would have been nice if it was just a normal 510 drip tip, although again it's minor. So there's not very many cons at all to this thing. If you want to get your hands on one of these, as always, I'll pop some links in the description below. I'll also pop a link to the Vaporesso website, so you can check out any more information you want about their products. But from me and the Drizzle Fit, that's all we got time for. Thank you guys, as always, so much for watching, and please do hit that subscribe button below, and we'll catch you again soon.